I'm Hugo van Rijn. I'm an IT project manager at Nourion. Nourion is a specialty chemicals company. We supply specialty chemicals to a vast number of customers and a vast number of industries. Nourion has a very large, complicated logistics network. We operate in 6 different regions. We have 5 different logistics hubs, 80 plus people working there. We have operating over 65,000 containers every year, 100 carriers, 100 ports, and there's a lot about that is in dangerous goods. So it's quite complex, and it has led for us to in a need to orchestrate that a better way than we do now. With the ILP project, we wanted to improve our operations, improve visibility, and make our communication and collaboration with our carriers better. Our goal of the ILP project was to grow our business, to be able to collaborate with our carriers better, to be a more reliable shipper to our carriers, to be able to have more visibility on our shipments, and to grow without having our staff grow as well. So more work with the same amount of people being done. When we started the project, we did quite an extensive detailed design, high-level design actually, on what we needed in terms of model, what we needed in terms of software. And based on that, we listed a long list of partners, of software partners we would need. Because we're in international logistics, oceans, ocean shipments, dangerous goods, it really narrowed down to a small number of applications we needed. And we ended up with what we actually did, SAP TMS for our transportation management. We used GTS, SAP GTS for our global trade services, so compliance. And to interact with our carriers, we used SAP for what is it? We used BNL, so Business Network for Logistics. So what we needed to do next to our rationalization and optimization for our software landscape, we really needed to optimize the way we work. That means really standardization of our processes, more operational discipline, better integration with our partners, internal alignment between customer service, business planning, compliance, export. All that needed to improve in this project. The same goes for integration with our backbone, our ECC NEC backbone, and our data. So a lot of work went into harmonizing our processes and harmonizing our data to make this integration possible. When we started the project and we selected our software, being SAP, of course we needed to find an implementation partner. So we asked SAP for their input, but also we went to check ourselves with an RFP process there. And Archlink came along, and they presented themselves very well in terms of knowledge of the system, knowledge of their processes, knowledge of the best practices. So that for us was the reason to choose Archlink as our implementation partner. And during the project, they've helped a lot in the work on detailed design, the build, the test, and the implementation and rollout. When we started the project together with Archlink, we needed to find out how we wanted to structure the project, how we wanted to have the applications and the system and the processes set up to work with the logistics side, such as SAP TMS, SAP B4NL, and also SAP GTS. We didn't have a clue, and Archlink helped us a lot in the best practices, how to set this up, how to start with a pilot and then roll it out. We worked quite strongly together to make this pilot work, to make it self-sustained, so we could do a lot ourselves with the help of Archlink providing us the structure. So with this project, we of course had to improve our processes, and we had to improve the way we worked together with all our systems. But we started with the pilot with SAP GTS, and immediately that brought us quite a benefits in terms of being compliant and being less exposed to risk, and also have a better view on our costs in terms of duties. And with SAP TMS, we were able to have more integrated way of working between our ECC setup, sales orders, purchase orders, intercompany orders, to have those all integrated with SAP TMS and have a better collaboration with our carriers. Certainly with the use of BM4L, where we have a more integrated and automated way of doing our freight booking, our collaboration, and also our invoicing. So all of that made us a lot more integrated, more visibility, and less error prone. We worked with Archlink in a very shoulder-to-shoulder approach, really together. And so we have been challenging Archlink in terms of what we wanted, but Archlink were also challenging us in terms of if what we wanted was such a great idea. So that collaboration really worked. And certainly with the people we worked from, they were very knowledgeable and they were very helpful, also beyond the scope of what we agreed to do. So in that terms, really, I would really recommend Archlink to be a partner in implementing these kind of applications. Yeah, when we started the project and we selected our software, being SAP, of course we needed to find an implementation partner. So we asked SAP for their input, but also we went to check ourselves with an RFP process there. And Archlink came along, and they presented themselves very well in terms of knowledge of the system, knowledge of their processes, knowledge of the best practices. So that for us was the reason to choose Archlink as our implementation partner. And during the project, they've helped a lot in the work on detailed design, the build, the test, and the implementation and all that.